We're live. And we're live. Glorious. Oh my goodness. Where's my headphones? Okay. Pardon me. Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for clicking on me. Greetings, indeed. I hope your day has had some degree of peace so far. And whether it has or hasn't, I hope that you find peace later this day, that you find some pocket of calm in your storm. Hello, I am Voralex. Firstly, I was very surprised to, oh, hello, cat. My cat just jumped on my desk. Not that you can see or hear that, but hello. Anyway, I was very surprised to get into Twitch several minutes ago to find that someone followed me in the interim, which means I wasn't streaming at the time. Oh, yes, cat. There you go. Oh, what a good boy. I wasn't streaming at the time, which means this person found my stuff, found my content somehow, and then decided to follow me, despite me not streaming at the time. This is extremely flattering, and thank you so much. I see you, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. For everybody else, and I suppose that person, hi, I'm Voralex. Some people call me Lex, which is fine. I welcome that. I just got home from my day job as a math teacher. I am in my jammies. I've got my water in front of me, and I'm ready to relax with some Pokemon Elite Redux. Oh, I'm sorry, I just bumped my mic. Apologies if my mic picked up on that. I'm ready to relax with some Pokemon Elite Redux, as I have been for the past several streams. Because I am a public school teacher, I believe it is important to have some disclaimers. Those are on screen now. And let's jump over to our Elite Redux setup here. There we go. Nope. Not that one. This one. Ah, yes. The other cat has come to say hello. Hello. Oh, you do not want pets right now. That's okay. Ooh, It is Wednesday, October 22nd. That is, I say that mostly for me, as I date my VODs. Hey, Coco, good to see you. Good evening. I believe, when last I played, I said we would do the battle for Meganium, which I should point out now, is Elite Redux's Meganium, not Legends ZA's Meganium. As neat as I think ZA's Meganium is, it does not hold a candle. At least to the power level of Elite Redux's Meganium. Coco, I love hearing about your challenge runs of Elite Redux, a berry tree only run. Limited to species found on all 4 stages of berry trees. What does that... Okay, let me describe what that sounds like to me. In DexNav, No, hold on. It wouldn't be DexNav. It would be... No, 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 come on. Not that house. It would be... going up to these trees. The berries here. We don't need to pick them because we're given enough to do whatever we want. But when we get an encounter, you can only use these Pokemon in that run. Do I have that right? That is an incredible challenge run. That is stupendous. A very colorful idea. I love it. What do you mean there are no Pokemon in this area? There's bushes right here. Whatever. Anyway. Today we are starting with this battle here for Mega Meganium. And we are starting with Mega Typhlosion and Mega Gardevoir. Also using the same species if you can get them otherwise. That makes sense. That makes sense. Limiting yourself to the Pokemon that come from berry trees it sounds like that's the point, not necessarily limiting yourself to the actual encounters. I get that. So, as we saw in my previous stream, Mega Typhlosion is insane. I used him last time. I'm using it now. Oh yes, hello cat. Goodbye cat. I used it last time. I'm using it this time. I will probably not use it much longer. Hold on, let me adjust myself in my chair. Let's get more comfortable. Let's lean back a bit. Oh, hold on, let me mute for this. Okay, that's a bit better. Here's the Meganium. Now this thing is pretty nasty. Elite Redux Mega Meganium is downright awesome. But unfortunately I do not predict it's gonna have much of a chance to show its power when confronted with Mega Typhlosion. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know it's probably bold of me to add 1 to the win counter, and the battle's not over yet. It's right there. Mega Typhlosion is just incredible. Oh yeah, let's see these Pokemon. So this is a Caterpie, Weedle, Wurmple, Scatterbug. Okay, so the bugs. The bugs, the regional bugs, Combee, Flabebe, Cutiefly, Cherubi. That's curious. Illumis, Volbeat, neat. Crabrawler, as we just saw from the encounter I got. Murkrow, I wouldn't have expected that one, although that's really cool. Ferroseed, Pickyback, Apalm, Snorlax. Or Munchlax, but evolving into Snorlax. I see. It sounds like Mega Beedrill would wind up being awesome. Maybe even Mega Snorlax. How's that going so far? Tell me about it. Do I have a Meganium already? No. No. But that's okay. Volbeat and Illumis are the latest ones obtainable. Curious. Okay. It's... I suppose you have experience with working with an extremely limited pool of Pokemon, because you've told me about a Route 1 or Route 101? One of those. A Route 101 only run. So your possible teams were constrained right from the start. So I suppose you have experience with that. Where? I'm trying to think. Fire-type starters come from Lava Ridge. Water-type starters come from a shop in Slateport. I'm trying to think of where the grass-type starters come from. The flower shop south of Rustboro. Let's try it. I'm going to speed through this so I can get there a bit faster. Is this right? Yes, it is. Let's go Chikorita. Do I want to pick up anyone else while I'm here? Not really, no. Okay. Chikorita. Oh! She wound up shiny. Neat. What are we going to do here? Let's ditch Gardevoir for a bit. Meganium, form change, Mega Meganium. Oh, her flowers are purple. How dope. Combi, Flabebe, Cutiefly, Cherubi, Caterpie, and Weedable. Weedable. Blah, blah, blah. Caterpie and Weedle are obtainable between Roxanne and Brawley. Okay. That actually brings something up for me there. That doesn't sound like a recipe for success against Roxanne. Those other Pokemon? Crabrawler at best, I suppose. Ferroseed. Maybe Cherubi. No, you just said that's obtainable after Roxanne. That sounds like Roxanne would be a nasty one. Oh, that's curious. I wouldn't have thought that so many of those were obtainable so early. Okay, so we've got Mega Meganium here. And you can see the incredible combo of Triage and Absorbent. We're going to make you modest, give you HP investment, Giga Drain, and Draining Kiss will be our bread and butter here, because these are draining moves, which means they have a healing effect, so they're boosted by Triage, and Absorbent, so they'll heal Meganium even more and automatically apply Leech Seed. I love this interaction. It is stupendous. It is amazing. I love it. It's fantastic. Everyone after Volbeat are Little Root Town encounters. So Crabrawler, Murkrow, Burmy, Ferroseed, Pikipek, Apom, and Munchlax are Little Root Town berry encounters. Are there berry trees in Little Root Town? Or are those Pokemon just otherwise available that early? Yes, okay. Now, she already has Absorbent. Ah, those are encounters from the grass, but they're in berry trees later. I understand. I understand now. Let's take weakness policy? Question mark? I kind of want to use Big Root because it boosts power. Yep. Excellent. Okay. Are we caught up? We did New Mauville. Where else have we unlocked? We can surf now, so we've technically unlocked all of this nonsense. Routes 104 through 109. We can do those now, although I don't see much of a point yet, because we're going to wind up coming back for Regice, and we're going to wind up coming back for the abandoned ship after we have Dive. So I'll hold off on these, knowing that I'm going to come back to these water routes later. All 7 of those represent berry tree encounters at the berry stage. Okay. I get what you mean by berry stage. Did we battle this side? Have we continued here? Oh, this is the Magikarp guy. So this guy, I've actually never battled this guy. Apparently, he uses a team of Magikarp, and we have to use our own team of Magikarp. I've never done that. I don't particularly want to. Although it is an interesting challenge. I suppose I can do it later. I'm not against doing that battle. Okay. Giga Drain will go first here. It'll go before the Eruption because it has +3 priority due to Absorbent. And you'll see here the Leech Seed proccing. And then Eruption goes off because it's given the +1 priority due to Typhlosion's ability. Magnezone thinks it can survive with a Focus Sash. But the automatic Eruption goes off and kills it anyway. What you're seeing on screen right now, Mega Typhlosion and Mega Meganium, was a combo that I started using in one of my runs a good while back. And it very quickly showed me that if I wanted to have a challenge in this game, I shouldn't use this combo. I'm showing you now because I love both of these Pokemon. I love this combo. This is great. But I'm gonna wind up swapping them out. I'm gonna wind up using other Pokemon soon. What do I want to say here? Let's say, eh? I told her confused earlier, so I'll say, eh, that time. Oh, I am reminded now. This guy down here. Seeing this guy reminded me of some battles that I've not done yet. Let's go back to Lava Ridge. Somehow Mega Typhlosion is flying us all the way back here. And let's try to go to the hot spring. We are stopped. And we get some of my favorite background music, some of my favorite battle music in all of Pokemon. We see a familiar face. Oh. Coco, I didn't know that's how berry tree encounters worked. I didn't know there were different encounters based on how old the berry tree is. That's really cool to know. And here we actually see a really good start for Lucy. Using Typhlosion there, using Eruption was probably not good. Probably not a good choice on my part. But we're okay. It's alright. No, let's fake out the Shuckle Giga Drain. Should? No. Giga Drain would kill the Melodic, certainly after the Leech Seed damage. So I'm gonna hope. So the berries, wow. It sounds like berry trees have 4 different encounter tables based on the stage: sprouted, taller, flowering, and berry. That's awesome attention to detail. Meganium doesn't have coverage for this Orthworm. But I can still deal a hefty bit of damage to it and apply Leech Seed, so I'm going to. Helping Hand did a lot of heavy lifting there. Oh, unfortunate miss on the Meteor Mash. I am sorry, Lucy. We're going to use Razor Wind for the priority. That will probably get the Orthworm. We'll Giga Drain the Shuckle as well so that we get Leech Seed on it. That's super effective on the Shuckle there because Razor Wind specifically is super effective on rock types. Both of my Pokemon are under the infestation at this point. We're going to speed through all of those animations. I also don't have the right coverage for this Seviper. But it is part dark, which means at least Draining Kiss will be neutral. Oh yeah, Coco, that's a great point too. That's a great point about your Rotom only run as well. Not only have you worked with an extremely limited box. Ooh. The Poison Fang from Sevipers was nasty there. But now I can bring out Whiscash? I think I bring out Whiscash here. Anyway, not only did you work with an extremely limited box in your Route 101 only run, and in the Berries run that you're describing now, you had a single team to work with in Rotom only. Yeah. Wait a minute. I remember there being a problem with the automatic magnitude and it missing due to my ally being flying type. Okay, that didn't happen here. Great! We got the damage. Killed the Seviper. Sorry, muted to yawn. Yeah. Razor Wind. It'll be super effective on the Superior. It's probably going for a Grass-type move on Whiscash. I don't like that. Oh, yeah. Coco, thank you for reminding me. Most of that issue with the automatic magnitude and missing a flying type was related to using Dive and Dig. I recall that now. It has been a while. Good memory. What do I want to go into to resist the potential Grass-type move? Well, it wouldn't resist. It'd be neutral on Steelix. But at least it wouldn't be quad effective. So let's do that. Please? Thank you. And that had priority. I wonder. I wonder what gave it priority. Wait, I can... There we go. Oh no, Razor Wind only has priority during Tailwind, and Tailwind ended. Okay, I see. I'm going to swap out into... No, I really shouldn't. I should Razor Wind to kill the Superior. Oh, dang. Yeah, something's dying here. I think it's going to be Steelix. I think it has to be. Rest in peace. 07. And now Razor Wind will go off. This should down the superior. Nice. Oh. But gosh. Well, we've got our last two here against Dunsparce. Overdrive Spark? No, we do not want Spark. In fact, we don't want Whiscash attacking at all. Because Toxtricity would take super effective damage from the automatic magnitude. Oh, gosh. Well, we better make it count then. And Toxtricity takes it anyway. Excellent. That was tough. But we get her Melodic. Okay. Now, I must be honest, I'm not certain... Whoa. I'm not certain where the next battle is. No, it's not this one. She comes later. Her battle's later. There's an order you have to do those in. But I must admit, other than that first one against Lucy, I don't remember the order they're in. I hope... I've been thinking about this. I've been considering... I hope it's not too jarring when I use the speed up feature. I've played enough Pokemon games, I've played Elite Redux enough times to speed through the walking and the slower animations. I just hope that that's not jarring for the stream or the VOD. Eruption, Draining Kiss. Sorry, Mandibuzz, stamina will not help you here. Nice. Okay. Can we do Eruption again? Probably? Can we do the same two moves? Uh-huh. The eruption goes off. How's it do on the Talonflame? Very close, but the automatic eruption afterwards should take it out. And we wind up with a Braviary and a Decidueye. As these animations play out, I'm gonna go ahead and add a victory here. And take a drink of water. This is just wild. This is insane. I feel bad using this combo. Although I admit most of it is the Typhlosion. Mega Meganium is also stellar, let's be clear. I wonder, can I include Skeledirge here? Probably. Skeledirge has a Mega in this game. Did I get its Mega Stone? I did. I can't change it back, though. And I can only use its level up moves. That's okay. Sound moves get a 1.2x boost and become ghost if normal. Is that necessary? Is that guaranteed? Maybe not guaranteed. Maybe that's not the best word to use for this. But Skeledirge. Yeah, that's its only ability. Its only choice ability. That's okay. So that means Banshee means Ghost type Boom Burst. Flaming Soul, curiously, that's the same ability that gives Typhlosion or Mega Typhlosion priority on its eruption. There's Flaming Soul down at the bottom. Up sound moves 30%, makes him hit both foes. Perish Song is curious there. Oh, hold on. Is Yawn sound-based? No, that would be funny. So, Torch Song is a curious thing to include here. Spectral Serenade... So clearly Boom Burst would be more powerful here than Spectral Serenade. But Spectral Serenade is made a spread move by Skeledirge's ability. Boom Burst hits everyone. So I'm going to use Spectral Serenade so that I don't have to rely on, or I don't have to worry about needing Protect on my other Pokemon if I want to use it. And then something else. One more thing. Slack Off, I guess? Check Spectral Serenade, see if it counts as sound. Oh, bleh, you're so right. Oh, you're completely correct. I saw the word serenade, and I assumed. This means Requiem or Boom Burst. It's gonna be Boom Burst. And then we'll make you modest. And give you... What was I thinking? Throat Spray is obvious here, but I want... Is Throat... Yeah. More power, can't hurt. Shell Bell? For the... Well, I gave it Slack Off. I'm sorry. It's for the silence, I'm thinking. Let's try it. Let's try throat spray first. See what happens. Okay, and the first battle that we send out Skeledirge into, we are immediately going to swap it out. This Tentacruel is probably about to... Oh! It doesn't see a kill with Sludge Wave. I would have thought it saw a kill with Sludge Wave on Meganium. Nice. Crit didn't matter. 733. That's immense. I'm sorry, Tentacruel. The calcs said you didn't see a kill with that? Maybe that info page that shows where a kill is only checks one of the Pokemon on my side. And in that case, it happened to be checking Whiscash. Oh. It avoided super effective damage. But it doesn't get to do that twice. Get wrecked. Okay. While those animations were going, Barbarical, right? It has multi-headed. Hits as many times as it has heads. Now, I'm pretty sure that means 3 times. Because it has those 3 things coming out of its noggin, or coming up out of its body. But what we would call its arms look identical. I can see the argument for it hitting 5 times, because it has 5 heads. I can see the argument for it. That's not the argument I would make. I would say it has 3 heads. But I can see the argument for 5. I bring this up now because I've been playing Pokemon Legends ZA, and for a while I used Mega Barbarical. How many heads would that thing have? Multi-headed has a limit of 3? Okay. that answers my hypothetical there. It would hit 3 times. I'm glad to know that now. Honestly, I didn't think it would have a limit. I thought it was limited by the number of heads that a Pokemon had. I hadn't seen any more than 3 heads before. In this hack. Those win 167. What up, Scott? Wait, I'm sorry, what? You can't go by Route 109. Can't stop being bothered by those reporters. Sorry, dude, that sounds rough. I think I'm going to battle Steven here and then call it. I'll battle Steven and then end stream. I have some plans. I have Oh, that's curious. I also didn't know that math, Coco. I wasn't aware of the calculations for that. Multi-headed deals full damage and then quarter damage and then an eighth damage. Meaning it would go to... oh goodness. Is it full damage? I actually don't know that. Don't quote me on that. But if the second hit is quartered and the third is an eighth, it would go to 1/16th and 1/32nd afterwards. A fifth hit at 3 1/8% power. Sounds wild. It just sounds funny that that could potentially exist. I must admit, in Pokemon games in general, including in Elite Redux, although I suppose this realization that I'm having is, or could be, part of the reason that I wouldn't consider myself necessarily good or skilled at this hack, is that when I see abilities like moves hit twice, second hit does whatever percentage damage, or multi-headed, hits as many times as it has heads, my immediate thinking is damage dealt. How much more damage do I get to deal as a result of this ability? I very rarely remember to consider secondary effects. Like, if a Pokemon with multi-headed had power-up punch, that meant that, yes, power-up punch would deal a little more damage, but you'd get the attack boost every time it hit. So a Pokemon with multi-headed would get +3 attack from using power-up punch. For example, I very rarely remember that point. Executor with ancient power. And hitting with ancient power multiple times to get the multi-omni boost. Sounds incredible. Rest in peace, Meganium. Worth it to be able to use that boom burst. Yes, I could have protected. I could have used Protect with Meganium there, but I'd already used it the turn before, and I didn't feel like rolling on the low chance that that Protect would work again. Instead, we're going to come in with the Boom Burst again and Protect with Velozil. Here we see another Mega that Legends ZA is adding on to. We've got an Elite Redux Mega Skarmory and a ZA Mega Skarmory. Personally, I think the Elite Redux Mega Skarmory looks cooler. Although I am curious what the Elite Redux team is going to wind up doing with the ZA Mega Skarmory. And all the other ZA Megas, for that matter. Have we already looked at the Dex Nav here? Yes, because it's the same route. Venomoth might be hard to predict. I don't get to talk about Venomoth often. Venomoth was one of my favorites as a wee tot. As a kid growing up playing Pokemon, Venomoth was a favorite of mine. Magikarp guy next fight? I I've never done that battle before. Do I do that tomorrow? I said I wanted to battle Steven and then call it, and that's still true. I don't want to do another battle this stream. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where was I? What was I doing? But do I want to grab 6 Magikarp and try this? Yeah, probably. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's an awesome sentence to be able to say, Coco. That sounds awesome. That sounds incredible. Saying, quote, I am the reason for Venomoth having Gunk Shot by requesting it for Swirly Glasses sets. Let's see. We have 6 Magikarp, all at level 70. Okay, so we have abilities here. Multiscale? I didn't know that. Adaptability, I don't predict I'm going to get to use that much because it's going to be a mirror match. Magikarp against Magikarp, why would I use a water-type move for this? What? Attack and special attack are equal, so it's not going to matter really what I use there. But this is, by the way, this is already more... These are more moves than I thought I would get to use for this. I have 2 golden Magikarps. Okay, let's see. Easiest way to win is Hidden Power Grass, Hidden Power Electric, and Choice Specs. I shall consider. I shall spend the day considering. My first battle next time will be this guy, the Magikarp battle. Never done it before. Looking forward to it. Mildly nervous, I will admit. It might sound strange to be nervous about such a thing. Pokemon like Magikarp gained moves from the move pool revamp. It had more... I saw more moves than I thought it would have. And I saw more stat moves, more status moves than I thought. So, given that this is going to be a double battle, as I have double battles only on, it looks like I can probably have a Magikarp spamming Helping Hand before it had 8 moves total. Did this battle exist before the move pool revamp? I mean, it probably did. I've just never done this battle. I have no experience with it, so I don't know how long it's been in the game. Did this battle exist when Magikarp only had 8 moves? Oh my goodness. What a challenge. What an awesome challenge battle. Hey, bring a team of 6 of this Pokemon that can only have 8 moves. What a wild battle idea. I love it. Okay. And that is today's stream. Thank you very much, Coco, for your participation. It is good to see you again. Thanks for popping in, and thank you for your input. Anyone else who might be in stream right now, thank you very much for clicking on me, and thank you for sticking with me to the end of today's stream. For anyone watching the VOD, and I know there are some of you, I see the middling single-digit number of views on my VODs. I know you're out there. You're out there somewhere. Thank you very much as well for clicking on me. Week by week, maybe it's the same people. or person watching it several times. I don't know. You do you. Anyway, thank you for clicking on me. Thank you for your interest. I will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, much like I was today. Thank you all so much. And as I said at the start of stream, what did I say at the start? Oh, yes. As I said at the start of stream, I hope that all y'all out there manage to find a degree of peace in your day, your week, what have you, whatever time scale you operate on. Coco, currently at the Aqua Gauntlet. Started today? You started today and got to the Aqua Gauntlet in the Oceanic Museum in Slateport? Is that the gauntlet you're talking about? The battle against 2 grunts and then Archie. That gauntlet is mean to me. Took a weekend to get past Norman. That's faster than I've ever played a Pokemon game ever. That's impressive, frankly. Oh no. My little pixel guy is gone. There he is. We're back. The little pixel guy is back. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, y'all. Playing at 4 times speed does to someone. That'll do it, yeah. Have a good one. See ya.